Hello and welcome to Matt Loves Eurovision. This is my Eurovision 2025 Top 37 countdown. It's place number 36, Serbia, Princ with Mila. Please do click on the subscribe button, ring that notification bell and like, share and comment below. Now this is the first of several visits to Southeast Europe this year in the countdown, and we begin with the most successful in Eurovision terms of the former Yugoslav countries, and that is Serbia. They are of course former winners of the contest, and they have a very consistent record of qualifying for the grand final, including last year. So can Princ, or Princ od Vranje, to give him his full professional title, maintain Serbia's impressive record of qualification and improve on last year's 17th place in the grand final. Now Princ's real name is Stefan Zradovkovic, and as well as being a singer, he was also a national champion of karate and competed on the Serbian national team. And I think you can certainly tell he has athletic leanings, given his habit of wearing sleeveless tops to showcase his athletic arms. He's also sung in musicals. He took the lead role in a Serbian production of Jesus Christ Superstar, where he played the lead role in that rock opera. And I think there's little doubt that he's got the vocal ability. He's also had some experience, to an extent, of the Eurovision world. He finished as the runner-up to Luke Black in the Serbian national selection in 2023. And actually his song that year was the televote winner. It got the most votes from the public. Now, Princ won the national selection. There was another national selection for Serbia this year. Princ won the national selection this year, but he didn't win the public vote this year. He actually won by achieving a sort of a combination, a good result. He got a good result with both the jury and with the televote. He finished second with the jury and he finished in third with the televote. However, the winner of the televote this year in the Serbian national final, which also happened to be my own personal favourite in the selection, and I included it in my video of the best of the rest of the national finals. It got more kind of actual or individual votes, public votes, than the second and third places combined. But in the Serbian national final, they can do the conversion of points or places into the 12-10-8 format, so it tends to squish down kind of differences. You know, say the number one place gets an enormous number of votes, the number second place might get a fraction of it, and yet the number one gets 12 points and the number two gets 10 points. And of course with my favourite didn't get any points from the jury, or none in that format, so that ultimately gave Princ the win. Now I appreciate that obviously countries are very free to decide how they select their artists and also how they structure their national finals as well. But I will say, had my favourite and also the Serbian public's favourite won, I think Serbia, you'd be seeing Serbia up in my top 15 at least this year. However, instead we have Mila, and Mila means dear or darling in English, and it really is, I would say, a fairly conventional Balkan rock ballad. It's not a song that I dislike or actively dislike per se. It's just one of these songs that comes into Eurovision that I don't really, it doesn't elicit much connection with me or very much excitement. The song did undergo a bit of a revamp since its win in the national selection, but I still find, again personally, that for half, 2/3 of the song, it feels almost a bit too stripped back and not powerful enough and restrained before you kind of hit the more classic sort of, you know, big instrument, big vocal, classic Balkan rock ballad sort of climax. I would say the fan reaction to this has been fairly muted. Obviously we finished third in its televote and you got about 12,500 individual votes. in its own national final. Mila also finished well down the list of finalists in the OGAE Serbia fan club when they did their own poll of the Serbian national final. I think this finished in 8th place, so well outside any kind of expectation that it would do well. And in the Eurovision scoreboard app, this is currently sitting 2nd from bottom. Now, of course, as with always with the Eurovision scoreboard app, the caveats that I mentioned all the time apply once again there. Looking at the betting odds, this is at the moment, and again this is just at the time of recording this, is sitting just outside the top 10 to qualify in its semi-final. So, although it is quite close, but I want to just set against those kinds of more negative things. Serbia, for once, have actually got a really good place in the semi-final running order. They've drawn second half for the first time in ages, and they've been given a really good slot in the second half, right close, not the closing song, but near the closing, near the end, which is a really good placing for Serbia. And genre-wise, there's really very little in Mila's lane when it comes to competing for votes. It's not up against any big rival within that semi-final. Now, Serbia do have that excellent qualification record, and on the 2 occasions they didn't qualify, they finished just 1 place out from qualifying. Yet, just to counter that also, I'd also point out that they've only just qualified on a few occasions. They finished 9th and 10th on a few occasions, and so only just really scraped through. And that included last year when Ramanda, the song, finished in 10th place and did qualify. I do wonder that the seeming lack of enthusiasm and big public vote from within Serbia itself this year suggests to me that this could be a rare non-qualification year from Serbia. But then I wouldn't be that surprised or shocked if Princ did manage to sneak through the semi-final into the grand final. But I'm almost certain that would probably be in that 10th place sort of slot. But what do you think? What do you think of the song? What do you think of its chances? Of course, do let me know. Also, if you want to read the accompanying blog post for this, do check on my website, which is www.atloveseurovision.com. And of course, we will see you next time as we go to number 35. Please do join me then, and take care for now. Take care.